Hi, I'm Natalia. I'm the founder of FitTech Summit, which is Europe's leading conference on fitness technology and future of well-being and a healthy lifestyle. And today I'm going to share my insights on why I think gyms are getting disrupted at a very fast pace and what we probably could do about that. So let's start with COVID. Of course, COVID had a huge impact on the fitness business. And still, there's also some good things about that. For example, in terms of health awareness, like over 60% of Germans are saying that they have a higher health awareness now due to the corona crisis than before. Um, Also, people are starting to kind of redefine what health means to them. So, if before that, health meant maybe not being sick, today, health is way more than that. So it's more of being actively fit, being healthy, doing something for your immune system to prevent diseases or not to give them a chance to spread. And so this is something which we're gonna see way more often in the future. Even in Corona times, lots of people were working outside. This is the study of the German company Freeletics, which asked users what they were doing during the lockdown. And we see that people were doing all sorts of things outdoors: walking, running, hiking, biking, yoga. For most of these activities, you don't need gym, and we'll see how they go on after the normal times come back again. But I think what's way more important is that today, over 40 or almost 40% of people worldwide are obese. This is the number that can be changed through the change of their lifestyle. And lifestyle is also something which has a huge impact on chronic diseases, like you can see in this slide. So we know that for chronic conditions, including diabetes, which account for around 60% of deaths worldwide, can be prevented by changing your lifestyle. And that means specifically more physical activity, better diet, no smoking, and way less alcohol. So these are the numbers that speak for themselves. And this is why I think today, in the view of Corona and overall increased health awareness, we're kind of entering the next age, the next fitness renaissance. We can say that mens sana in corpore sano, a healthy mind in a healthy body. And of course, we are not where Greeks and Romans were over 2000 years ago. Today, we're not training with spears, we're training with fitness murals. And the fitness mural that you can see there, it's Vaha from Berlin. This is just one of the examples of the technology will be winning popularity and developing more popularity in the coming years. So, as I said, fitness means way more than before. This is way more than bodybuilding. We're speaking of holistic fitness and health concepts, of taking care of your body and mind. And of course, there's different kinds of products that we see spreading out there, from community-driven fitness with Strava or Freeletics or SoulCycle, to home fitness like, as I said, Vaha, Tonal, Miro, some more. Of course, also connected apparel and tracking, like connected shirt from Austria, Qs. Active nutrition tracking, huge part of your overall health. Still, mental health, mindfulness, mental performance, also stress reduction and back pain reduction, which is also a very big, societal problem, especially with lots of people um, being confined to their home offices, where they kind of sit all day long. So these are all the different aspects of, and way more than that, of course, as well, of the emerging fitness tech and overall health ecosystem. Um, and on top of that, of course, there's technology like AI or VR, which is augmenting these trends, which helps these trends expand way faster. I will not dive into them in this keynote, but you will find lots of different examples of it in the program of the FitTech Summit FIBO edition. On top of that, some sub trends which are using AI, for example, among other things, are like motion tracking. So, motion tracking will kind of eliminate the need for a physical presence of the trainer. It will give you more guidance, it will tell you if you're doing the exercise right. On the other hand, there's biofeedback. It will track exactly what impact the exercise has on your body system, on your heart rate, on blah, 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 all sorts of different indicators in real time, and will be able to be way more precise in telling you what kind of exercise you should do next, what is good for you, and what is bad for you right now. And of course, gamification, community feeling, more engagement. These all technologies and mechanisms that will drive the fitness technology in the future as well. So the question is, how does this all play together with the gyms? Because I might be wrong, but most gyms do not really apply this technology um, in their everyday business. And interestingly enough, over 60% of Germans, in the same study that I quoted before, said that pandemic kind of made them rethink their attitude towards their gym membership, and made it clear to them that they don't need the gym anymore. So, of course, we don't know if they will quit a gym or not, but I think this is a very concerning number for the gym or for the fitness industry. So this is why I think that gym of the future is not really a gym. It's something different. And the gyms we know before are gonna be transformed. Things are changing really fast. Because let's think of the following. Which roles do gyms play? It's about inspiration, right? It's about guidance community. I meet the same people there. I know the trainers will show me how to do certain things. And of course, progress tracking. I know that when I come to gym, and when I do that regularly enough, I will have some improvements on the sides and on the parameters that are important to me. So, kind of partially, we already have newcomers in the fitness and fitness tech space that are taking on these roles. Like Nike is great in inspiring new people in making them move. Soul Cycle or Peloton are great in guidance and community feeling. I would even say way more community feeling than guidance. Apple Watch, progress tracking, perfect. You don't need anything else. I also think that this kind of what you see here is, of course, lots of like Apple Watch and Peloton is a very strong focus on home fitness. And home fitness is something I would like to dive a little bit deeper into now. I think this is also something that investors are really betting on right now. If you have a look at the recent numbers, at the recent investment rounds, what happened in the FitTech space, that's just incredible. So we've had Swift, which raised almost $500 million. Freeletics with 25 million, FitXR, a VR company, 7.5 million, Lightbox, home fitness for boxing, 6 million, and Tonal, 110 million. Interestingly enough, Tonal defines itself as a home gym with a personal trainer connected to it. Let's have a look how they see themselves, and let's have a quick look at the product.
Introducing Tonal, the world's most intelligent fitness system. Tonal is a revolutionary digital weight machine with personal training built in. Switch up your routine with hundreds of hours of expert-led workouts that guide you with step-by-step instructions and motivation.
Welcome to your program.
Get truly personalized, full-body programs that deliver real results quicker than ever before.
Let's get ready to crush week number 4.
It's your coach, your gym, and your motivation right there on your wall. An all-in-one design can change, and change again to replace every machine in a weight room.
Now we've selected your weight for you.
Tonal sets the...
Okay, so I guess you've seen enough, guys. And this is something which truly replicates the machine gym experience. From the price point of view, usually I have selected a couple of home fitness startups here. You see that the average price point for the hardware is around 2,000 euros or bucks. And on top of that, the users will pay between 30 and $50 or euros for a monthly subscription, right? So this hardware acquisition, in my opinion, is a huge lock-in, because once you've invested this 2,000 euros into the hardware and it stands in your room, beautifully crafted, nice design, looks really appealing. You don't have a choice but start exercising with it. And as soon as you start exercising, as soon as you start paying the subscription fees, as soon as you notice progress, what do you need the gym for? I still don't have the answer to that. And there's also more newcomers coming to the space. I've mentioned Swift earlier. They've raised $500 million before. And they also say that they're now starting to invest in hardware. They want to get into your living room. They want to create immersive and seamless experiences. And this is also something which is really very attractive to the audience, where they will probably have to choose if they want to have a gym membership or a Swift membership. I don't know if we'll pay for both or if they will pay for both. I personally know I won't, and I think this is the question that we'll need to ask ourselves in the next months. But let's move on. So the next big thing is, apart from home fitness, right? There's also someone who is already in this space, and this is big tech, this is Apple. Some time ago, Tim Cook said that Apple is basically a healthcare company. The biggest contribution to mankind from Apple will be in health, will be about health. And since then, they've been very consequent and straightforward about their efforts. They are moving into healthcare, and now they are also moving into the fitness space. Let's have a look at the Apple Fitness that was just introduced a couple of days ago.
Workout, trainer, time, music.
You're halfway. Workout, trainer, time, music. You are great. Great job.
Workout, trainer,
Thank you for swaying out with us.
time, music.
Well, apart from being able to create very cool PR videos, Apple is doing also one thing very, very right, I think. They've created this ecosystem with Apple Music, Apple Watch, Apple TV, and so on and so forth, and now Apple Fitness Plus. And for the user, there's no need to switch to a different ecosystem because it's just so convenient. It's just seamless. Interestingly enough, some journalists and experts think that Apple is not really competing to Peloton or other digital services out there, because I think once you're in the digital fitness space, you kind of can choose between different kinds of services. But who they're really competing with is the gym. So Peloton, on the one hand, is going more for like performance and people who really want to give everything in the workout. And Apple, on the other side, is looking into everyday fitness kind of audience, which seems like very close to a traditional gym audience. I don't know if Apple will completely had kind of completely take over the users that are potential gym goers, or if there will be any overlap. I don't know yet. But I think this is also a big, big threat to the gym business. Another example is, of course, Amazon that introduced its fitness band Halo some time ago. And here they've taken a completely different approach. They are speaking about new habits formation, which is actually what the gym business is also about, or at least should be about. And they've taken a very unorthodox approach to the fitness efforts. So you just take a 3D model of your body with the smartphone camera, and your smartphone um, and the band also tracks your emotional tone, telling you when you're distressed and recognizing certain signs, which is kind of looks like Blade Runner to me. But this is exactly the state of technology that we have today. And Amazon is looking more on the lifestyle changes side. Um, I think they can do incredible things with this data. And I mean, which kind of fitness studio has a 3D body printer within the facilities, right? So I think from the consumer perspective, it's kind of obvious which kind of experience you will want to choose. Good. Let's go back to this kind of different situations in which you can do fitness and sports. So I think that with Corona, consumers definitely will want to have more flexibility also after Corona, but also more security and more variety in terms of how they keep fit or stay healthy. So, on the one hand, we have the indoor situation, which is home fitness. On the one hand, this could also be a yoga studio or a gym. On the other hand, we'll have this outdoor situation. People will just go out on streets. They will, do some walking, do hiking, train in the park, do a group workout in the park with enough social distancing. But also, I think there's also a new case emerging, which is if I'm working digitally all the time, anyways, from my home office, why should I be in the same city all this time? So, we might see the cases where digital workers will go to a different city for 2 weeks or a month and work from there, um, or they will be, in the home office for 3 days and in the office for 2 days at different locations. They will want to have flexible choices where to go for a sports, for a walk, for a run, to a gym. Also, they might want to just spend some time outside the city on the weekend and be able to do some sports activities there. So what we see there, lots of scenarios are emerging right now. We don't know yet which one will prevail, but what we do know is the world will look different. And this is the question: which role will gyms play in these future choices? And also, what will consumers be willing to pay for these services? If I knew, I would open up a gym immediately or not. But I think we could now talk of kind of the age of humanized gyms. What do I mean by that? We've seen this new technology coming in, and technology is being successful by bringing in the human element in it. You've seen that in the Apple video, they are trying to kind of underline this community aspect. Peloton is based increasingly on community. It's me sweating on the bike, seeing all these 100 different people sweating with me at the same time. It's all about humans, right? Take Tonal. It's kind of the portal to a personal trainer who can beam into your room and be there with you virtually. So this human aspect should not be underrated or undervalued. And I think this is exactly where the possibility and the opportunity for gyms lie. Because gyms cannot compete on the technological side. They just don't have the resources. What they can compete on is the human factor. One of the possible scenarios that I see is building a community. becoming the so-called third place, a place that is not a home and not work, where people can come together, where they can meet their peers, their friends, exchange news, but also feel secure and kind of, do one thing which unites them. One of the best examples for that is Starbucks. I would see you right now and ask you to raise your hands and ask you who of you have been to Starbucks. All hands will rise. So Starbucks has done an incredible thing in creating this community feeling and in creating a place where you can go to, spend some time there, be welcome, drink expensive coffee, but nobody will tell you to go away. You can sit with your laptop there, you can meet friends there, you can just be there. And this is an important aspect. This is something which helps us feel more human. And this is also something where I see a huge chance for gyms. Second one, creating trust. Gyms are local businesses. Gyms are there for you. You have to go to them. They're physical spaces. And physicality, so-called high touch, creates trust. So I think if a gym can combine this kind of physical offline experiences with online experiences and provide the whole set of services that a user or a member might need on their journey, these gyms will be way better positioned than traditional gyms. Also, we should remember that Corona has kind of brought back the value of local things. And I think this is also something where gyms have a chance because they are very local, or often they are very local trusted brands. And I think this locality is something that gyms should definitely pay more attention to. The traditional business model of gyms has been pretty similar to that of real estate. So you create a room, you put some tech into it, you put some machines into it, you sell the subscriptions, and then just hope they will not come because you have to oversell to make this business work. And I think this is the wrong business model. This is not the business model that has the customer in the center of the interests of what you're doing. Compare that to Amazon. Everything Amazon is doing, it's doing in sense of serving the customer in the best way possible. That's their dogma. That's what they live and what they breathe, and that's something that has a very nice proof of concept in their financial results. So I guess creating a more specific audience or catering to a more specific audience with clear needs is something that can be successful for some gyms. And this could be like elderly prevention or back pain patients. Just look at Kiza training, a very clear concept, very clear target audience, recognizable brands. Everyone knows what Kiza training stands for. Or high intensity for busy millennials. This is something that boutique studios have been utilizing quite often and quite successful, I would say. Or a huge topic, kids obesity. What do we do there? Or of course, women on the fitness. This is what Mrs. Sport is famous for. And in the meantime, it's number 2 in Germany in terms of the number of gyms that they have. So I think these are some of the ideas that might help gyms to reposition themselves to embrace this new kind of the situation, this new kind of the world, and also to serve their communities in a better way. So let's go through the main takeaways from this talk. First of all, Corona has significantly changed consumer preferences. They want more flexibility, for example, home training, they want digital communities, they want more security, and they want more choices and more variety. Second, new tech players are coming into this market at a very fast pace. And I'm speaking of startups, scale-ups, and also big tech companies like Amazon or Apple. Third, we have these powerful lock-ins in the new health and fitness ecosystems. which could be hardware, like in the case of the most home fitness startups, or existing ecosystems of products and services, like in case of Apple. And these lock-ins will possibly prevent consumers from switching too often from one product to the other, right? Fourth, we see that the borders between physical, mental health, prevention, and overall health are kind of disappearing. So there are so many startups that are serving the different aspects of health in different ways. And fifth is, I think gyms have to rethink their why in a way that they can offer more differentiated products. Maybe targeting more specific audiences, looking at more specific needs, creating more specific narratives like local brand, and other things that will help them rethink the business that they are in. So, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you could take some insights and ideas with you. And if you want to connect, you know where to find me. Drop me a line, add me on LinkedIn. I'm happy to connect. Was great talking to you. See you soon. Bye.